Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. The Flames will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every...
There he goes! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget.
Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So the Liberty Flames offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Got it behind the line. It's long. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Fires to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've all
going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Baker. Got his man on the outside. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. After the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Dickens. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Dickens.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Flames lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Right on the money. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Into the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's long. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Baker. Under fire. Might be looking to run. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Flames want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randolph. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Back to pass. It's Baker. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
On the run from inside his own goal. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Dickens. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The short hands, it's long. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Flowers.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He'll keep it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Steps away to find some room. Breaks into the open.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Williams. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book since we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the 1st down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
31, New Mexico State, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Flames will have a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead.
There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Flames are on the move. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Slithers into space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. New Mexico State lines up quickly. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Flushed out of the pocket. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Flames are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Makes the catch. It's Dickens. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Flames. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.